goodness. How y'all doing? Y'all, when I tell you, I've been sitting on this for a couple of minutes now. And every time I'll go back into these screenshots, every time I read what that girl, what's her name? Aisha, Alicia said, Alicia, if you guys did not know, Alicia, she was at that party. Okay. She was at the pool party and she's been the only one that has been speaking out. She has been a whistleblower, Alicia. And y'all, my hands start shaking. I'm talking about for real. Not for no cameras, because I really don't do the cameras like that. My actual hands were shaking. Cause what they did to this boy, what they did to Nolan Wells, okay? Honey, honey, it ain't just murder. It's it's something older than murder. It's the thing murder learned from. And we're going to talk about the fight. We have to talk about the fight because the fight is where they decided. The fight is where they looked at each other and said, not with words, with eyes. We finishing this tonight. We are going to finish him tonight. And they did. They finished him. And then they cleaned that boat. So I need y'all to go grab y'all snacks, y'all drinks, lock y'all doors, because we going all the way in. And if you got a weak stomach, sweetheart, I don't even know why you clicked on me. Okay. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. So let's get into it. Press 2 if I can continue on. Please give me permission. Can I go on, y'all? Press 2 if y'all can go on. Thank you for y'all permission. Now, Nolan Wells, he's an 18-year-old Mississippi State, a star athlete. He's athletic, he's star, he's good, okay? The kind of young black man that make you smile when you see him walk across the campus. He made you proud of him, y'all. He's scholarship. He has a bright future. Do you hear what I'm saying? That young man, that young black man has a bright future. You guys would have been very proud of him. Mama who loved him, okay? Daddy who was out here looking for him while these so-called friends was cleaning evidence off the boat. Was his white friends out here looking for him? Huh? No, they were not. They were busy cleaning the boat, talking about we don't know what happened. Yeah, yeah. The last time we seen him was on that island, which is a lie because we got the photos that's going around here. And honey, the last time they saw him was at that pool party, okay? And let me just say this one time, and I'm not going to say it again. These were not his friends. Press 3 if you agree with me. These were not his friends. Press 3 if you agree with me, honey. Okay? I don't care what they call it. I really don't. I don't care how long they knew each other. Friends don't beat you till you spitting up blood. Friends don't hold your phone while you are dying. Friends don't look at your body by the pool and think, we need to start bleaching. So from here on out, we calling them what they are. They are killers. They are watchers. The ones who knew and didn't say anything. The mama came out, honey, screaming, leave my house, but didn't say, leave that boy alone. Yeah, all of them complicit. Every single last one of them, okay? And Nolan, he was excellent. And I think that bothered them. Do you guys think that bothered them that that black boy, he was so excellent. He was, great with his GPA, high GPA. Um, And he was excelling. He was excelling better than those white boys. Do you think they were jealous? Press 5 if you think they were jealous. But yeah, I think that bothered them. I think it bothered them that he was going somewhere, that he wasn't going to be stuck in Mississippi like them, that he had a way out. And some people, not all, but some, they can't stand to see a black man with a future. They got to snuff it. It really gets to them. I'm telling y'all, it does. It's sickening. It's a spiritual sickness. But let's go to July the 4th. July 4th weekend, Independence Day. All right. The irony ain't lost on me, honey. Okay. They out on the water, drinking, partying, having a good old time. But here's what we know from the girl that was at the party. The only one with a conscience in this whole mess, God bless her for it. The trouble started before they even got to that damn island. Did y'all know that? Press 7 if you knew the trouble started before they got to the island. You see, Nolan didn't even fight at the island. That was their friend, whoever that was. But then Wyatt took Nolan's phone, just took it, y'all. He just took Nolan's phone. And even Evan was trying to be all hard, flexing, showing off for the white folks. You know those type. The type that need an audience to feel like a man. Yeah, him. And Nolan, he started screaming, "Give me my effing phone back." Saying the N-word. What's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Give me my mother effing phone back. Right now, an N-word, he was just yelling. Nolan was so upset that Wyatt then took his phone and still haven't gave it back, right? Now, let me tell you something. When a black man, a young black man, 18 years old, when he starts screaming like that ain't anger, sweetheart. That's fear. That's I feel it's coming and I can't stop it. That's I'm surrounded and I know it. That's that type of scream. They calm down for a minute, just long enough to think we ain't done yet, okay? We ain't done. We just moving to locations. That's all that was. Yeah, they just moving to locations. And then they went to the Evans house. Yeah, they went to Evans' house for a pool party. Okay? Like nothing happened. Like they didn't just steal from him. Like they didn't just steal Nolan's phone. Like they didn't just disrespect him. Like they wasn't already planning. Yeah, they planned this out. Now, let's get to the pool party, honey. This is where I need you to listen. Because this is where they killed him. Not on the island, not in the water, in a backyard pool in Mississippi, surrounded by 20-something white people, while a judge's son and his friends beat a black boy to death. The young lady said this, and I believe her because she was there at the pool. This is where all this is coming from now. I believe her. Because why she gotta lie? Why would she lie about something like that? She white. Why she will put herself in danger, put a target on her back for something she made up. She telling the truth. She said they got to Evan's house and they kept on drinking. Kept on drinking. Now, is they old enough to drink? Huh? See, the parents need to be locked up anyway because they're on your property drinking. They're not even old enough to drink all those beer cans and they are barely 18. Okay? Lock their asses up. But Wyatt, Evan, Morgan, and Andre or Andrew, they was all high. Okay, we talking about cold druggies. You get what I'm saying? They was on that stuff, and they're barely 18 on that stuff. You hear what I'm saying? And they probably get it from their parents because their parents on that stuff too. They were not drunk, y'all. They were high off of that stuff, and you know what stuff I'm talking about. And they wasn't trying to get Lucky and Natalie to try some. Okay, yeah, I they was. Let me correct that. They was trying to get the girls to try something. They wanted them to try the blow, whatever they got going on. You know that white stuff. They was trying to get the girls to try some. And then the fight came back. The fight from the boat, Nolan and them fighting and getting the phones taken. That fight, it came back. It came back. And this time, it didn't stop till 1 a.m. Evan's mom, the judge, allegedly, she comes out screaming. The mama, she comes out screaming. Evan's mom comes out screaming, drunk, making threats, saying she gonna call the cops if they don't leave her house. But here's what she didn't do. She didn't call the cops when they were beating Nolan. She called the cops to get the witnesses out, to protect her property, her pool, her reputation, not the dying black boy in her backyard. While she was screaming, I say, Andrew and Evan and Wyatt was on him. Did y'all get that? The mother out here screaming, get out my damn property. You got 3 white boys on a black boy beating him. Evan, which is her son, Wyatt, and Andrew. 3 white boys beating on Nolan. Right there. Yeah. Beat him. And Warren. Did you know Warren was recording this? Did y'all know they got this recorded? Warren was beating on him. Warren was recording it while the other 3 white boys was beating on him. And Warren was recording all of it, girl. Child, honey. Yes. Laughing. Warren was recording it laughing, honey. Laughing at them killing him. Laughing. Saying, get him. Like it was a damn game. Like all of this was funny. Like Nolan Wells wasn't a human being. Whew. And y'all, that girl, Miss Spencer, could hear. All she could hear was Nolan screaming, Mama! Mom! Mama! He was calling for his mother. 18 years old, surrounded by people he thought was his friend, getting beat to death. And the last thing out of his mouth was, Mom. And they didn't stop. They didn't stop when he was gasping for air. They didn't stop when he was leaning over the basketball goal inside that pool, spitting up blood. They didn't stop when his body went limp. They just kept going. Because to them, he wasn't a person no more. He was. He was something they needed to get rid of. Something they needed to silence. Something they needed to wash away. And then, his mama came out, the judge, drunk, screaming, make us leave, saying she's going to call the cops, but they didn't let Nolan leave. They did not let Nolan leave. They didn't let him leave. They kept him there by the basketball goal, gasping, spitting blood, dying, while 20-something people watched or even recorded or turned away and pretended they didn't see anything. 20-something people. And not one stopped it. Not one said, enough. Not one called 911. Not one tried to help him out. They just watched or participated. And some laughed. And then they made the witness leave. Made the girl that's speaking about some of this, made her leave as well. Made everybody who might talk leave. But they kept Nolan there. They kept the body there. So now it's 1 a.m. The party is over. The judge done kicked out the people who might tell. And here's what happens next. They clean the boat at 3 a.m. 3 in the morning. After a night of drinking and fighting and a boy dying in their pool, they out there scrubbing that boat like their life depended on it. 'Cause it did. Their freedom did. Honey, who cleans a boat at 3 o'clock in the morning? Who? You just watched your friend get beat to death. You just heard him call for his mama. You just saw him spit up blood by your pool, and your first thought is, let me get the bleach and the scrub brush? No, 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 no. Your first thought is, we got to move him. We got to move him now. We got to make it look like he drowned. We got to take him back to that island and drop him off and say we never saw him after the boat ride. And that's exactly what they did. They took his body, probably in the same boat, probably wrapped up in something, probably in the dark where nobody could see him, and they dumped him on that island where his daddy would find him, where the police would say, no foul play, before they even looked, where the coroner would try to say he drowned, even though there wasn't no water in his damn lungs. They pulled the old reverse Uno, y'all. He was on the island. He went missing from the island. We don't know what happened, but they knew. They knew because they put him there. They knew because they killed him first. And the phone, the keys, they kept those too. His car was in the driveway. If he went missing on the island, if he never made it back, why did they have his stuff? Why was his car still there? Because he never left that house alive. He never walked out. They carried him out dead and dropped him where they could pretend. And now we got to talk about the cover up. We got to talk about the cover up because this ain't just some kids being stupid. This is Mississippi. This is the same Mississippi that killed Emmett Till, the same Mississippi that looked the other way, the same Mississippi that proud of being backwards. The police said no foul play within hours, before the autopsy, before talking to everybody, before doing a real investigation, no foul play. Just like that. Like they knew the ending before they read the book. The judge, Evan's mom, she allegedly deleted Snapchat messages, hired lawyers, got on a phone with the sheriff, made sure the right people kept quiet. The sheriff didn't seize the boat, didn't arrest nobody, didn't do nothing. The DA, quiet. The coroner, quiet. The whole system, quiet. Because here's the thing, and I need every black person to hear me. The police don't work for us. The courts don't work for us. The government don't work for us. They work for them. For the white folks with the money and the connections, for the judges and the sheriffs and the good old boys who've been running this state since before our grandparents were born. Ben Crump had to come from the outside. Colin Kaepernick had to pay for an independent autopsy because you cannot trust a Mississippi coroner with a black body. You cannot trust a Mississippi law enforcement with a black justice. They don't even try to hide it no more. They proud of it. And this administration, the one in the White House, they made it clear. They don't value black life. They're not sending the FBI. They're not making this federal. They let Mississippi handle Mississippi business. And we know what that means. We know what that means. Let me run this down for the people in the back. Body found 24 hours after the pool party. No water and Nolan lungs. No water. Independent autopsy. He did not drown. Beaten. Witness say, spitting up blood, boat cleaned at 3 o'clock in the morning, had his phone, stole his phone in his car keys. Car is in the judge's driveway. Snapchat messages deleted by the judge. Everybody lured up in 24 hours. 20 plus people at that pool party, all white. One came forward. That's not a drowning. That's not an accident. That's a damn lynching. That's a modern day lynching, covered up by the same machine that's been grinding up black bodies in Mississippi for over 400 years. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I really don't. I've been doing this for too long. And every time I think I've seen the worst, they show me something worse. Nolan Wells was 18 years old. He had a future. He had people who loved him, who had dreams, and a group of white friends and the system that protected them. Took all of it away because they could, because they knew they could get away with it, because they always get away with it. So here's what I need you to do. Not like a comment, subscribe, not today, not today, not today. Today, I need you to share this. Tag Ben Crump, tag the DOJ, tag every news outlet. Make sure we make so much noise, they can't ignore it. And talk to your babies. Talk to your sons, your nephews. Tell them, and I hate that we still saying this in 2026, but tell them, you could not be the only black person in a group of white folks. Not in Mississippi, not in America, not anywhere. Because when it goes left, they stick together. They cover for each other. They let you die. They will let you die. They always gonna let you die. Nolan thought they was his friends. He thought he was safe. He thought we passed all that racism. Honey, we not past that. We never was past it until we get justice for Nolan. Real justice, not a press conference, not we investigating. We never will be. Rest in peace, Nolan Wells. We see you. We hear you. We screaming for you. And we not gonna stop. Y'all know who I am. I'm Gigi Medici. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out.